We are so lucky to live in a world surrounded by nature's beauty. In every corner of the globe, nature works in its own ways, bringing us some of the most striking natural wonders to explore. From the breathtaking but terrifying beauties to the world's more hidden beauties, in this video, we explore the world's most stunning natural wonders. Sit back and watch as some of these wonders are hardly known. You don't want to miss them. With that said, let's dig right in. We begin with the tallest waterfall in the world. Angel Falls in Venezuela is a breathtaking natural wonder, plunging an astonishing 2,648 feet uninterrupted from the summit of Tepuy, a flat-topped mountain in the heart of Canaima National Park. When including its cascades and rapids, the total height reaches 3,212 feet, over 15 times the height of Niagara Falls. Much of the water turns to mist before it reaches the jungle below, giving the falls an ethereal appearance. Angel Falls is named after Jimmy Angel, a daring American aviator who crash-landed his plane on Tepuy in 1937 while searching for gold. The falls are so remote that they can only be accessed by boat or plane, adding to their mystique. Hidden deep within Venezuela's vast wilderness, Angel Falls remains one of the most awe-inspiring sights on Earth. Moving on, next on the list we have one of the most stunning rock formations on the planet. Nestled at the base of towering cliffs on the northeast coast of Ireland, Giant's Causeway is one of the world's most striking natural formations. Composed of around 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, many of which are nearly perfect hexagons, the formation almost looks like the work of an ancient civilization. This UNESCO World Heritage Site was formed around 60 million years ago during intense volcanic activity. As lava cooled rapidly, it contracted and cracked into the distinct geometric shapes we see today. The tallest columns reach about 12 meters in height, and some sections resemble stepping stones leading into the sea. The surrounding cliff-top trails provide stunning panoramic views, while a descending path lets visitors walk among these incredible rock formations, making Giant's Causeway one of the most fascinating geological wonders on Earth. Moving on next, we have the Napali Coast. This is one of Hawaii's most iconic and awe-inspiring landscapes. Its dramatic cliffs, known as pali in Hawaiian, rise as high as 1,200 meters above the Pacific Ocean, creating a breathtaking, rugged coastline of lush valleys, towering ridges, and cascading waterfalls. Below, secluded beaches and sea caves remain hidden, accessible only by kayak, boat, or a strenuous hike. This remote paradise is so geologically unique that no roads can traverse it. The famous Kalalau Trail, a 22-mile round-trip trek, offers an unforgettable journey through its steep ridges and dense rainforests. The area is also rich in Hawaiian history, once home to ancient Polynesians who built fishing villages in its valleys. Up next on the list is Pulpit Rock. This is one of Norway's most breathtaking natural landmarks. Preikestolen, as it is called locally, is a sheer cliff towering 604 meters above the stunning Lysfjorden in southwestern Norway. Formed over 10,000 years ago during the last ice age, this striking geological formation was shaped by glacial erosion, with melting ice carving out deep fjords and steep cliffs, leaving behind the nearly flat-topped rock we see today. What makes Pulpit Rock truly remarkable is its dramatic vertical drop, with no safety barriers, allowing visitors to experience unobstructed, heart-stopping views of the fjord below. The hike to the summit, spanning 8-kilometer round trip, is one of Norway's most famous treks, drawing over 300,000 visitors annually. While the climb is challenging, the panoramic reward at the top is simply unforgettable. But moving on next, we have Banff National Park. Located in the heart of the Canadian Rockies, Banff National Park is Canada's oldest and most beloved national park, established in 1885. Spanning over 6,600 square kilometers of pristine wilderness, it is renowned for its breathtaking mountain landscapes, turquoise lakes, and abundant wildlife. One of its most famous attractions is Lake Louise, whose striking blue waters are fed by glaciers. Nearby, Moraine Lake, often called one of the most photographed places in Canada, dazzles visitors with its deep blue-green hues and backdrop of rugged peaks. Beyond its lakes, Banff is home to vast ice fields, dense forests, and over 1,000 glaciers, including the famous Columbia Icefield. Wildlife thrives in Banff, with species such as grizzly bears, elk, moose, and mountain goats roaming freely. The park attracts over 3 million visitors annually, offering world-class skiing in winter and hiking, canoeing, and camping in summer. Adventurers can also take the Banff Gondola to Sulphur Mountain for sweeping panoramic views or soak in the historic Banff Upper Hot Springs. But moving on next is the Galapagos Islands. These islands are an isolated volcanic archipelago 550 miles off the coast of Ecuador and are a living laboratory of evolution. This unique ecosystem inspired Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection, which he outlined in his groundbreaking book On the Origin of Species. The islands are home to incredibly diverse and fearless wildlife, including giant tortoises that can live over 100 years, marine iguanas, and the blue-footed booby, famous for its vibrant blue feet and elaborate courtship dance. The Galapagos penguin, the only penguin species found north of the equator, also thrives here. Formed by ongoing volcanic activity, the islands are still evolving, with new land masses being shaped by eruptions. The surrounding Galapagos Marine Reserve, one of the largest in the world, protects a rich underwater world filled with hammerhead sharks, manta rays, and sea lions. Strict conservation efforts ensure that this one-of-a-kind ecosystem remains largely untouched, offering visitors an unparalleled opportunity to witness wildlife in its most natural state. But up next, we have an equally fascinating natural wonder: the Northern Lights. The Northern Lights, or aurora borealis, are one of the most breathtaking celestial phenomena on Earth. These dancing lights, which shimmer in shades of green, purple, and red, occur when charged particles from the Sun collide with Earth's atmosphere, creating glowing streams of energy across the night sky. This phenomenon is best viewed in polar regions, particularly in countries like Norway, Canada, Iceland, Finland, and Alaska. The optimal time for sightings is during winter months, when long nights provide clear, dark skies for maximum visibility. Some of the best places to experience the Northern Lights include Lapland in Finland, where you can stay in glass igloos under the aurora, and Tromsø, Norway, where guided tours take visitors deep into the Arctic wilderness. For the most immersive experience, visitors can take dog sledding tours, snowshoe hikes, or even witness the aurora from a cozy cabin or remote campsite. This ethereal display of light and color has captivated humans for centuries, with ancient legends often attributing the aurora to spirits or celestial battles. Even today, the Northern Lights remain one of nature's most magical spectacles, drawing travelers from around the world in search of its mesmerizing beauty. Moving on, we have Ha Long Bay, a breathtaking seascape in northeastern Vietnam. Ha Long Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site famed for its emerald waters and towering limestone casts. Meaning Descending Dragon Bay, Ha Long is named after a Vietnamese legend where dragons descended from the heavens, forming the thousands of karst islands scattered across the bay. The 1,600 islands and islets, many of which are uninhabited, create a dreamlike landscape of hidden lagoons, caves, and sandy coves. Some of the most famous islands include Dao Go Cave, filled with stunning stalactites and stalagmites, and Song Sot Cave, also known as the Surprise Cave, featuring vast chambers with intricate rock formations. Many islands contain secluded lakes, and some are home to floating fishing villages, offering a glimpse into the traditional way of life. Up next on the list is Mount Bromo, one of Indonesia's most iconic volcanoes. Mount Bromo is part of the Tengger Massif in East Java. Despite standing at 2,329 meters, 7,641 feet. Not the tallest in the region, Bromo is the most famous, thanks to its otherworldly landscape and frequent eruptions. The volcano sits in a vast sea of volcanic sand, creating an almost lunar-like terrain. The most breathtaking sight occurs at sunrise, when visitors hike to Mount Pananjakan to witness the sun rising over Bromo's smoking crater, casting golden hues across the eerie landscape. Unlike many volcanoes, Bromo's caldera is easily accessible, with visitors able to walk up to its smoldering crater, where sulfuric steam constantly rises from within. The area is also steeped in myth and legend, particularly for the Tenga people, who still perform the annual Yadnya Kasada festival, offering food and livestock into the crater to appease the gods. But finally, for this video, we have our second waterfall on this list, Victoria Falls. Located on the Zambezi River, this waterfall forms the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe and is recognized as the largest waterfall in the world by sheer width and volume. Spanning 1,708 meters and plunging 108 meters, it is almost twice as tall as Niagara Falls and produces an awe-inspiring spectacle. The indigenous Lozi people aptly named it Mosi-oa-Tunya, meaning the smoke that thunders, due to the deafening roar of crashing water and the misty spray that rises 400 meters into the air. This fine mist can be seen from over 50 kilometers away, creating frequent rainbows, sometimes even moonbows, under the night sky. This is it for today's video. Thanks for watching.